Rookie of the year. A lot of us, as when we get older, even when we're younger, we dream about becoming the rookie of the year, especially because I feel like that's so cool to win it that young.
So I think we're gonna have three different players completely.
I
truly do.
So
I kind of want to do
one.
I want to do one by one every time. So I'll do my first one. I know you don't have this one. Out of Virginia Tech for the New Orleans Pelicans, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
He's nasty. He dropped like 27 points his ending game with the Pelicans.
I truly believe he's going to be surprising a lot of people. He's going to make a name for himself at a very early spot in this NBA season, and I think he's going to be a candidate for Rookie of the Year. I don't have him winning it, but he'll be up there.
One of my candidates, I know you have him on your list. Cam Reddish.
I do not have him on my list.
He doesn't have him on his list.
When we were talking before the show, I mentioned maybe putting Cam Reddish. I actually stepped away from that. I do believe he could be a candidate. There's so many potential nominees that he could have been on my list. There's just two other guys that one of them's kind of biased, not gonna lie, but it's not Tyler Herro, don't worry. But Cam Reddish, the reason I didn't put him, I think there's a better player that's a rookie on the Hawks. That's DeAndre Hunter. We'll just have to see how their seasons pan out. So my actual second candidate, not winning, this is very biased, but Kobe White, Chicago Bulls. Hey,
if you're a Bulls fan, click off. Click off.
Kobe! The best Kobe to ever play in the NBA. It hasn't even touched the floor yet. I really like this guy's game. Dude! Kobe White out of UNC. He's going to be the point guard that Chicago needs, I think. I thought we were going to start Thomas Satoransky, maybe Chris Dunn. We signed Arcidiakono. So there's 4 point guards on the lineup. I think Kobe White's he's not going to be starting to start the season. I think midway through the season, the Bulls are going to hit that slump that they have in the past couple years where it's like, oh, there's the 6th game in a row we lost. Why not start the rookie? Kobe White comes in, and I think he actually provides a backcourt presence that's going to be pretty strong for the Bulls. They're not making the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but I think he can be in contention for rookie of the year.
My second, a lot of people are not expecting this name. This guy got injured his first year. He got injured in the summer league.
Not part of the 2019 draft class, but hey, this should be interesting.
Technically, he's considered a rookie. He hasn't played a game.
This is a Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons case.
He played 5 games in college at the University
of Missouri. Shout out Mizzou, baby.
MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. When he was coming in, getting drafted, people compared him to Kevin Durant just because of his athleticism, the way he could shoot, the way he handles the ball. And I feel like if he's healthy, especially on the Nuggets, he can definitely win Rookie of the Year, in my opinion.
That's a strong pick. I really like thinking outside the box because most people wouldn't consider him. He hasn't played a game yet, obviously, injury prone. So it'll be interesting to see if he can stay healthy. And if he does, he might have the chance to be Rookie of the Year. I know you don't have this guy, but if you do, that's awesome. I personally didn't think about this guy for a while, but this is my winner of Rookie of the Year 2019-2020 out of Texas Tech, Jarrett Culver.
On the Timberwolves?
I do think that with a chance to be the star, who the Timberwolves have? Andrew Wiggins?
They got Nasri.
I really believe Jarrett Culver is just going to be. I think he's going to step out and, again, like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, show a lot of people that he deserves to be talked about. I think he had a great March Madness. That boosted his draft stock. He was not. I don't think he was going to be a top 10 pick. Made a name for himself. Became that top 10 player, and I think when it comes to Rookie of the Year, I usually don't think of top 3 guys. It usually hasn't been in the past. I mean, Luka Doncic was the exception. He was the 3rd pick last year. So we'll see. We'll see. Jarrett Culver for me. How about you?
Shout out the state of Indiana. Shout out Boilermakers. Shout out Purdue University.
Second round
the steal of the draft, and the Rookie of the Year, Carson Edwards. Phenomenal shooter. He can shoot from anywhere. He has good size. He's only 6 foot, but he's about 200 pounds. He's my Rookie of the Year.
That's a wild pick. I think it's possible. We've seen second round players.
Next category.
Malcolm Brogdon was a second round pick. So we'll step away from that. I don't really want to talk about Carson Edwards winning Rookie of the Year. But yes, the final category of this
episode. Final category is the MVP. Who is taking it home?
Go ahead and give me one of your candidates. Not the winner, but a candidate.
Potentially back-to-back MVP. I'm gonna give it to Giannis.
I also have Giannis. If he wins a championship in Milwaukee this year, I don't see how he's not an MVP again.
Especially against that stacked Western Conference.
We both have the Milwaukee Bucks as the first seed in the East this year. So I definitely think Giannis could be an MVP candidate again. Heck, might even score around and win it again. So he's definitely on our list, both of us. So my second guy was the other jersey. It's not that one, but it's actually that one. Damian Lillard. Portland is not the highest in the Western Conference this year. Took a step back within free agency, lost some guys, key pieces. Damian Lillard just re-upped his contract. He's the most expensive Portland trailblazer of all time.
Very interesting.
I think he puts up his best statistical season.
That's very interesting. Very interesting.
Who was your
My number
second?
2 of the Golden State Warriors. Kidding. Stephen Curry. We've seen Steph Curry win unanimous. We've seen him win back-to-back. He's going to have to prove himself, especially now. And I feel like when Steph Curry, especially in the regular season, he can definitely prove that he's worth it. And I feel like he's definitely a good candidate to put down there. That's just me.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He is my MVP this year.
You sure?
Steph
That's
Curry.
very interesting.
Now, this is a shout-out to my boy, Spicy Curry. Golden State Warriors. Let's talk about them real quick. They lose Klay Thompson until February. So until then, Steph Curry has the opportunity to lead the Golden State Warriors by himself for the first time in 5 years. Throughout the entire season. I think he's going to be the first player to hit 500 3-pointers in a season. I mean, I think he's just going to explode.
The record's 402.
He's going to hit 500. Honestly, this man, without having to share the ball with the next best 3-point shooter in the NBA currently, not of all time, but currently, taking all those shots by himself, I think he could average 35 a game. He could go nuts statistically. That might not translate to winning or good standing for the Warriors themselves, but I think her MVP player himself, Steph Curry, has the best season of his career. Even though he's won unanimous MVPs, this is the time to show he can do it by himself, and I think this is the best opportunity he's ever had to win MVP.
Going back to what Ryan said, my MVP is Damian Lillard.
Oh, okay, I like that. I really like
Damian Lillard, always doubted, one of the most underrated players I've ever seen in my history of watching basketball. And just honestly, he blows people away. He's insane. He can shoot from anywhere. He's not Steph Curry with the range, but he can literally shoot anywhere.
We saw him take Paul George out single-handedly.
He literally,
and he waved him
literally,
back. He put the end to the Oklahoma City Thunder's run. Basically, he ended Russell Westbrook's career and in Oklahoma and Paul George's career in Oklahoma. So.
Yeah. And Lillard may not be able to win a championship, but I do think he'll have an MVP, and I think this upcoming year is definitely his chance.
Yeah. So those are our 6 award category prediction winners. This is preseason, obviously. A lot could change. All 3 of these players could be out of my list by mid-season. We'll probably do something right around the All-Star break. We might do our next predictions.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that day, seeing how much my list has changed, or maybe even if it doesn't change towards the end of the season next year, how close I was to getting anything at all right. I mean, I might not have a single thing here that's remotely close, but we'll see. In the comments, please put your own predictions, all 6 categories. I want to see if any of you put Frank Kaminsky, you're getting blocked. And thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share the video.
Bye.
See ya.